Dear students, good morning. Today we are going to study about laws of motion. You had studied in your 7th standard about motion. Motion is nothing but movement of objects. If an object moves, we can say it is in motion. If it travels in a straight line, it is known as linear motion. If it travels in a circular path, circular motion, random motion, oscillatory motion, so on. Now we are going to learn about the state of objects. If an object is at rest, we can say the object rest position. If it moves or in motion, we can say it is in motion. Some bodies are at rest and some are in motion. So rest and motion are interrelated. Rest and motion are interrelated. In this lesson, we are going to use some specific terms. They are speed, velocity, acceleration, and displacement. Then scalar quantity and vector quantity. Scalar quantity, vector quantity. What is speed? Speed is nothing but distance traveled by an object in a particular time. Distance by time. Distance by time. Likewise, velocity, displacement by time. Displacement by time. So what is speed? What is velocity? Speed, if an object travels at a particular distance at a particular time, is known as speed. It does not give the direction. But velocity, that means displacement, means it gives the magnitude as well as the direction. For example, if you are here, this is your school, you can go by this way. This is 2 kilometers, the distance 1 kilometer. So totally you covered 3 kilometers to reach your school. In another way, you can travel to your school by this path. It is 1.5 kilometers. This shortest distance is known as displacement. Here, distance cover panel, you are going in a particular direction, then next direction, taking the next direction. Here, it denotes, here there are two directions, here only one direction. So we can't specify the direction here. Here we can specify the magnitude, that is 1.5 kilometer, as well as the direction. northeast, or etc. So if it has two dimension, that means if it has magnitude and direction, it is called vector quantity. Vector quantity. Vector quantity means 2D, two dimension. Scalar quantity, it denotes only 1D. Either only magnitude, not direction. So velocity. Then acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but change in velocity. Change in velocity. For example, if an object moves from one place to another place, it has a starting velocity, that is initial velocity. It is denoted by u, small u. After some time, its speed or its velocity may be differ. So the final velocity, the difference between the final velocity and the initial velocity for the particular time is known as acceleration. That is a is equal to v minus u by t. Do you understand? Then from this we can say what are the scalar quantity and what are the vector quantities. For example, distance 10 km or 15 kilometers, it gives one dimension. So speed is an example for scalar quantity. Then time, speed is distance. Then vector quantity, displacement, velocity, acceleration and force. These are all comes under vector quantity. Vector quantity means it has the direction as well as the distance or the magnitude. So next, suppose when you see an object is at rest position, after few seconds it moves or it tries to change its rest position. We may have the doubt how or which causes the particular object to move. Or in other words, if an object is moving on, it changes its speed or that means speeds up or speed down or change its direction. How is it possible? Which causes these changes? We can say in one word for all the questions, that is force. So force means push or pull. Push or pull. You had studied in your 8th standard force. So if you want to move an object, we have to give some external force. If you want to stop a moving object, we have to give external force. Sir Isaac Newton proposed 3 laws to understand the motion of the body. Here he defined the motion of bodies. For example, he classified or he specified a branch of science which deals with the effect of force on bodies as mechanics. Mechanics means விசையின் விளைவால் இயங்கக்கூடிய பொருள்களுடைய அந்த அவருடைய நிலையில் ஸ்டேட்ல ஏற்படக்கூடிய மாற்றம் தான் மெக்கானிக்ஸ். It is divided into 2 branches. One is statics statics. Another one is dynamics. Another one is dynamics. What is statics and what is dynamics? Statics deals with the bodies at rest. எந்த பொருள்கள்லாம் ஓய்வு நிலையில் இருக்கோ அதில் உள்ளதான் static. Here dynamics means deals about the bodies which are at motion. இயக்கத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய பொருள்களை பற்றி பார்க்கக்கூடியதான் dynamics. Then this dynamics is divided into two. One is kinematic, another one is kinetics. Kinematics, another one is kinetics. What is kinematics? What is kinetics? Here kinematics means without considering the caution. அந்த ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுக்கறனால என்ன விளைவு ஏற்படுது அப்படின்றத பத்தி அது கவலை இல்லை. Here considering the causes, considering the caution, என்ன ஏற்படுதுன்றத பார்க்கணும். So mechanics means it is a branch of science deals with the effect of force. It is divided into two, statics and dynamics. Statics deals with the bodies which are at rest. Dynamics, the bodies which are at motion. Again, the dynamics is classified into two, kinematics and kinetics. Kinematics is without considering caution, without considering caution. Is considering caution. Okay, so this is the definition of dynamics. Next we are going to see about force and motion. Force is nothing but push or pull. Push or pull. If you want to move an object, you have to give some external force. Next, scientist Aristotle explain about natural motion, another one violent motion. What is natural motion? Force independent. Force independent, that is an object move ஆயிட்டு இருக்க ஒரு object ரெஸ்ட்டுக்கு வர்றது. Then violent motion force dependent. If you want to move an object by giving an external force, it tries to change its state. That is called, that was proposed by Aristotle, natural motion. That is either force independent. Then violent motion. Okay. Then later on, another scientist, Galileo, proposed or gave 4 points about motion of body. First one is a body is either a state of rest or in motion. Motion will continue as no external force is applied. புறவிசை ஒன்று கொடுக்காத வரை என்ன பண்ணுது, அது போயிட்டே இருக்கு. When a force is applied on bodies, they resist any change in their state. When we give external force, they resist. This property of that body is called inertia. முதல் பாயிண்ட் வந்து என்னது, state of rest or motion. Then external force, அந்த எக்ஸ்டர்னல் ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுக்கும்போது அது காட்டக்கூடிய அந்த resist any change, that is called inertia. Okay, suppose in a vacuum place, vacuum means there is no air. In a vacuum place we have two bodies different in their size, shape, mass. They fall at the same rate and reaches the ground at the same time. If we allow that two bodies where air present, this will not happen. So when bodies of different size, shape or mass, they are allowed to fall down at vacuum place, they will reach the ground at the same time. Next, we are going to see about inertia. Inertia means this is the property if an external force is given to a body, they resist any change in their state. That is called inertia. What is inertia? Define the inertia. The inherent property of your body to resist any change in its state of rest or uniform motion unless it is influenced upon by an external unbalanced force. I repeat once again. The inherent property of your body to resist any change in the state of rest or uniform motion unless it is influenced upon by an external unbalanced force. For example, we can understand by doing an activity. Take a glass tumbler, place a small cardboard on the tumbler. Now keep a coin, 1 rupee coin, at the center of the cardboard. Now flick the cardboard quickly. If you do like this, the cardboard falls on the ground. டம்ளர் மேலே இருக்க அந்த கார்ட்போர்டை நம்ம சுண்டி விடும்போது என்ன ஆகுது? கார்ட்போர்டு மட்டும் போய் விழுந்துருது. அப்போ அது மேலே இருந்த அந்த காயின் என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கணும்? அது கூட போயிருக்கணும். ஆனால் போகலை. But the coin fell into the tumbler. This means inertia of the coin keeps it in the state of rest. இனர்ஷியானால அந்த காயின் வந்து என்ன இருக்கு? ஸ்டேட் ஆஃப் ரெஸ்ட்ல இருந்துச்சு. அதனால நம்ம ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுத்து எக்ஸ்டர்னல் ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுத்தோட கார்ட்போர்டு மட்டும் போயிடுச்சு. ஆனால் இந்த காயின் வந்து அது மேலே ரெஸ்ட்ல இருந்ததுனால, ரெஸ்ட் பொசிஷன்ல இருந்ததுனால நேராக டம்ளருக்குள்ள இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ இட் ஹேப்பன்ஸ் டியூ டு த கிராவிட்டி and it falls into the tumbler. Inertia has 3 types. Inertia, one is inertia of rest. Inertia of rest. Second one, inertia of motion. Third one, inertia of direction. Inertia அப்படின்னா தமிழில் சொன்னோம்னா நிலைமம். சரியா? அதனுடைய நிலை, ஓய்வு நிலை, இயக்க நிலை, திசை மாறு நிலை, அப்படிதான் சொல்லணும். சரியா? ரைட். இனர்ஷியா ஆஃப் ரெஸ்ட். Your body changes its state of rest. For example, if we shake the branch of any tree, மரத்தோட கிளையை பிடிச்சி நம்ம ஆட்டு முடிச்சிடும், அந்த பழம் வந்து என்ன செய்யும்? நேராக கீழே தான் விழுகும். The leaves falls down. The leaves fall down. That is called inertia of rest. Inertia of motion. The body changes its states of motion. That is state of rest. This is state of motion. For example, in cricket, before bowl the baller run fast from a particular distance and bowls the ball. In other words, suppose an athlete long jump or high jump பண்ணுவாங்க, என்ன செய்வாங்க? அந்த ஜம்ப் பண்ணுற அந்த பிளேஸ்லேருந்து கொஞ்சம் டிஸ்டன்ஸை மெஷர் பண்ணி போயிட்டு என்ன செய்வாங்க? அங்கேருந்து கிரிக்கெட் போலிங் போடுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன பண்ணுவான்? போலர் கொஞ்சம் தூரம் போவான், காலை வச்சு அளந்து போயிட்டு அங்கே ஒரு மார்க் பண்ணிக்குவான். அப்போ அங்கேருந்து என்ன செய்வான்? ஓடி வந்து போல் பண்ணுவான். அதே மாதிரி ஒய் they want to raise their speed. ஸ்பீடு ரைஸ் பண்ணால் தான் அவங்களுடைய மோஷன் என்ன ஆகும், அவங்க நினைக்கிற அளவுக்கு என்ன கிடைக்கும், ரிசல்ட் கிடைக்கும். ஸோ that's why they want to speed up their motion. Then inertia of direction, change its direction of motion. For example, in cricket, suppose a bowler bowl the ball and the batsman change the direction of the ball. That is inertia of direction. Always, suppose when you are riding a bicycle or a car, if you want to turn either left turn or right turn, we tends to lean sideways. நம்ம சைக்கிளில் போயிட்டு இருக்கோம், பைக்கில் போயிட்டு இருக்கோம்னா திரும்பும்போது என்ன செய்வோம், நம்மளுடைய உடம்பு எந்த பக்கம் போகிறோமோ அந்த பக்கத்துக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி உடம்பு திரும்பும். That is called inertia of direction. Then so from this we can understand what is inertia. We will see in the next class. Thank you.